What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new live stream. Hope everyone had a good weekend and is having a good week so far. Um, but the NBA season is officially over. Same goes for NHL. You got FIBA World Cup going on. I've only seen it matches. Um, and obviously, baseball still very early on in the season. Playoffs aren't until October, I'm pretty sure. But we have some film news to go over. The Shrek 5 trailer just came out, I think yesterday, and it looks absolutely horrible. But we will get into that later. But yeah, we'll start off with the final game of the NBA season until October. Game 5, Spurs Knicks, and pretty much the same thing happened throughout the majority of the series. Spurs had for the majority of the game, and then fourth quarter comes around, they blow the lead, and they can never get it back. And yeah, so the Spurs should have won this series in 5 if they had to blow the lead every single game. So completely blown opportunity. Knicks complete the most soft cupcake Cinderella Mickey Mouse run I've ever seen. Round 1, they were down 2-1 to the Atlanta Hawks, who moved on from Trae Young. And then Jalen Johnson's their number one option. And then they sweep a 7-seeded Sixers team with Joel Embiid playing on one leg, which that team should have even been there to begin with if the Celtics locked in and took care of business. And then after that, they go to the East Finals, down 22 at home in Game 1 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Pull a miraculous comeback out of their asses like they always do, win that game, and then Cleveland just has no moment, and they pretty much don't even try to bounce back or whatever. The Knicks pretty much controlled the series from there. And then the Spurs series, 4 out of the 5 games. I mean, even Game 3 they came back, but they came up short in that one. But yeah, the Knicks are not that good of a team. I'm sorry. If you constantly have to come back down 20, 30 points, you're not that good of a team. I'm sorry. I mean, look at some of the best teams like the 96 Bulls, the 01 Lakers, and the 2017 Warriors. Those teams were dominant. They took care of business, did what they needed to do. They dropped a few games here and there. No team is perfect. But they went on those, historic playoff runs confidently. They didn't need to constantly come back down 20, 30 points. So it is what it is. Wemby will be back. Only his 3rd year in the NBA. No one expected the Spurs to make it this far. So that is a huge accomplishment. Very impressive for them. Still in his early 20s. So he will definitely be back. The Knicks, they're going to get screwed by the second apron pretty quickly. So, I mean, they can run it back, this season, but there's a good chance they lose Mitchell Robinson in free agency because, there's some teams with cap space that may want to throw him a bag within reason. But it wouldn't shock me if he goes elsewhere for a change of scenery. But eventually they're going to have to make some tough decisions. They're going to have to make some cap casualties. They're either going to have to move on from Cat, Bridges, or OG to get under the second apron because If you're over the second apron too long, you can actually lose draft picks. And trust me, you don't want to take that risk because New York is already thin at draft capital because they gave up most of it to go get Bridges and bring Cat in. But yeah, the Knicks win their first championship in 53 years. No, that is not a joke. That is a real life fact. Jalen Brunson's your Finals MVP. Knicks don't deserve this at all. Just the way they're celebrating, the way they're acting. Kid you not, 63 New Yorkers got arrested. That's not a joke. Go look it up. And trying to think, what else do I have to say? Only two players on the Knicks deserve this: Mikal Bridges and Karl-Anthony Towns. That's it. But yeah, but that'll be it for the NBA. So I do want to get to hockey as well because that series wrapped up. Which that was more entertaining than this year than the NBA Finals. But I don't remember if I talked about Game 5 or not. We'll check on it in a little bit. All right. Sorry, that was my cat. All right. The Game 5 was last Thursday. It was tied up 2-2. The Hurricanes take Game 5 at their home, 4-2. So nothing much to say about this game. They take it 3-2 going into Vegas, and Game 6 they actually shut out Vegas at their home 3-0, and they win. Which I don't know how many championships they have, but I heard it was like, yeah. So they have won a championship before. I just don't know if it's like their second or third or what, but they win it in 6. They are the NHL champions. Congrats to them. Much deserved. Carolina fans definitely deserve it, especially with the Hornets and the Panthers. But happy for the Hurricanes. But yeah, that's all I really have to say on that front. Yeah, really only have baseball going on. But we'll get into the film stuff. Got to get it pulled up. But Film Buzz is back. Some reason their account just disappeared, but it's back now, so that's good. So we can go back to using that for the film stuff. Just take 1 second. All right. First official look at Savage Hulk in Spider-Man Brand New Day. So you got Scorpion down there as well. But yeah, we got Savage Hulk right there. We got a couple of the ninjas, which remind me of the ninjas from Netflix Daredevil. And then you got Scorpion down there, so that's pretty cool. Don't actually have him hulking out right here. So I hope they go all in with this. We haven't gotten Savage Hulk since Age of Ultron. Live action Moana remake will feature a new original song. I'm sorry, Dwayne Johnson as like live action Maui looks so bad. I'm sorry, it just looks so bad. It will be sung by both the original voice actor and live action actress. Okay. Okay, this is bad. DreamWorks won't change the animation style for Shrek despite fan backlash. Okay, why? It looks horrible. Especially Donkey. Like, look at this comparison. Like, Donkey looks nothing like this version looks nothing like this one. It looks like completely different character. Like, it looks so bad. Like, it looks god awful. Like, ugh. Like, bro, this is from 2001. How is this better than this? Like, that's embarrassing. Like, Jesus. I heard Toy Story 5 is doing well, which I'm kind of surprised by. But Toy Story 5 opens to a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, take Rotten Tomatoes with a grain of salt because they gave The Boys season 5 100 for whatever reason before the first 2 episodes even premiered. But I'm sure this is way better. But somehow Toy Story 4 got a 97, which I heard Toy Story 4 was not good. I never saw Toy Story 4. I've only seen the first 3. The third one you can argue is the best one because the ending is perfect. And they should have just left it alone from there. Tom Holland wants Owen Cooper to play the next Spider-Man after he retires. Isn't he the youngest person to win an Oscar or something? Okay, Tom Holland confirms what we already knew. So you have that, I guess. Okay, I don't know why the Backrooms 2 is officially in the works. I thought it was sorry. I didn't see it, but I heard it was horrible or mid at best. The first film is now the most successful A24 movie of all time. What? Maybe it's because of the money they made, I guess. Then Obsession 2 is officially in the works. So I don't know what they're going to do um, in the sequel. It will follow a new story with the One Wish Willow. You only get one wish. So, yeah, I already know how it ends because of clips and what people have been discussing. But yeah, so I don't think it needs a sequel because the first one, from what I've heard, is amazing. When you make movies this good, they don't need a sequel. Like this could be one of those movies where it doesn't need a sequel. But hey, I could be wrong though. Official logo for the Batman Part 2 has been revealed. Looks pretty nice. Won't be getting it until October 1st, 2027. So it's a long time to wait, but thought, the Batman 2022 was phenomenal. Thought it was a step in the right direction for Batman. Toy Story 5 is tracking to be the most successful film in the franchise. 40% odds the film makes 170 million on its opening weekend. So that's according to Polymarket. A live-action Gorilla Grodd TV series officially in the works at DC. Oh boy. Filming will begin this year. So, yeah. The Mandalorian and Grogu tracking to be the lowest grossing Star Wars movie ever. It only has earned 315 million globally on a budget of 165 million. Yeah, so I haven't watched it. I've heard mixed things about it. Masters of the Universe tracking to be one of the biggest flops of all time. Well, that's probably because they haven't done anything with the franchise for like years. The film has only earned 82 million on a budget of 200 million. But yeah. Marshalla Ali will reportedly appear as Blade in Avengers Secret Wars. He will appear on screen for the first time since he was cast in 2019. Let's see. Elizabeth Olsen is pregnant with her first child. Congrats to her. The Batman Part 2 has officially started filming. I like this picture of like him standing in the snow. It's a pretty cool vibe. That's a pretty cool shot too. Spider-Man, Brand New Day will be the longest Spider-Man movie of all time. So it's going to be 2.5 hours long. Holy moly. Yeah, this atrocity was 2 hours and 21 minutes. But yeah. Okay, so from there. Sadly, I can't stay on the stream because I have to join Friends Live, but Brandon Day visually looks amazing. Good stream. Thank you. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, that does it for the film stuff. But yeah, the Shrek trailer came out and it looks absolutely horrible. Um, the animation looks god awful. If you go watch the trailer, it looks so bad, dude. Cause like I thought like the delay would be, to fix the animation or improve it. Same thing Sonic did. But no, apparently not. Um, Looks the same since we got that small teaser from last year, and it looks so bad. So I have a feeling that Shrek 5 and Ice Age Boiling Point are not going to be good. Um, but we got the NBA draft in a couple weeks. I forgot the exact date. Um, could be next week, but um, I'll show you guys my mock draft. I'm meaning to do it for a while. But you got AJ DeBansta, number one to the Wizards. Darren Peterson to the Jazz. I've been refusing to work out with the team. Danny Ainge will still draft him regardless. Cam Boozer to the Grizzlies. Kelly Wilson to the Bulls. Keaton Wilder to the Clippers. Darius Akoff to the Nets. Michael Brown Jr. to the Kings. Kingston Flemings to the Hawks. Braden Burries to the Mavericks. Phylon to the Bucks. Warriors get a center, Ade Mara, national champion, back-to-back Michigan prospects here. And Yaxel Lundeberg wouldn't surprise me if he goes top 10. Kareem Lopez from New Zealand. This pick could get traded for Giannis. I think Giannis is either going to go to the Heat or the Blazers. No, he's not going to the Celtics. People need to stop at that. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Steinbeck to the Hornets to end up the lottery. Then the Bulls have another pick in the top 15. They get their center, Jaden Quintance. He has a ton of defensive potential. Grizzlies take a flyer on Nate Amint, keep him in the state of Tennessee. Thunder get Dalen Swain, wing out of Texas. Hornets get Morez Johnson, also from a lot of Michigan prospects. Three of them going in the first round. Bennett Sturts to Toronto, Koa-Pete to the Spurs. That's going to be really fun. Pistons add shooting. Cameron Carr shot 49% from the field. Allen Graves to Philly. Hawks get two Houston prospects and Chris Sinak Jr. He could be a good backup center for them. Space the floor a little bit. Knicks get Ibuka Okori, can be a cheap option at backup point guard. Lakers get Henry Visar from North Carolina. They need depth at center. Nuggets get a backup point guard and Christian Anderson from Texas Tech. My Celtics add Isaiah Evans. Timberwolves add another big and Joshua Jefferson. Cavs get Malik Thomas, and then Mavericks with their second pick in the first round get Bubba Miller from Cincinnati. He's got great size and versatility. So yeah, but we shall see. And there's a couple things. Which you guys should check this out. If you're a basketball fan, you want to manage your team. We're going to go on Hoopsmatic. It's pretty cool. So we go here, but we're on their roster manager, and they have a couple things. You got their trade machine. You got a couple other things you can do, which I've only done their roster manager. But we will do my team. So go ahead and click begin the off season. So we got draft night coming up. But this is the pre-draft prospects. So Neemias Kita got to go ahead and pick up his team option. Pretty solid for us this year. Jordan Walsh, he started a couple games. I like his defense and his, mindset. So we're going to pick up that option. Delano Banton, we're going to go ahead and decline. I just don't see him having a role on this team. Same with Max Shulga. We're going to pick up Ron Harper Jr. He played well for us. So he earned a standard contract, his first standard contract in his career. And then, of course, we pick up Amari Williams. Think he has a lot of potential. Just needs to be given an opportunity. But I think he can end up being better than Robert Williams, as long as he can, stay healthy. We'll proceed to draft night. Let's see. Can I make trades in advance or no? All right, let's go back real quick because I kind of wanted to do these trades before. So one of the contracts, we're going to renounce Vucevic. We're not going to bring him back. He was horrible for us in the playoffs. Same thing, guys, just no reason to bring him back. Dogs are so annoying. Sorry. All right, but we are going to move on from Derek White. Clearly declined this year. Did not shoot the ball well. His defense started to fall off. I mean, he was getting cooked by Tyrese Maxey left and right. So, and he's getting paid $30 million this year. Celtics owner Bill Chisholm is not going to want to pay. The trade that I like the most, which we could send him to Charlotte, but if it lets me do this properly, there we go. So we're going to be sending him off to Dallas in exchange for Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington. I love this idea. Upgrade at starting center, get a power forward. Gafford can start at center. PJ starts at power forward. Move Tatum over to small forward, and then we'll give them future second round pick as like an insurance policy for Derek White's Asian contract. But go ahead and accept that. So it should free up a little bit of money. Washington and Gafford, a similar contract. But we're also going to move on from Sam Hauser. He's getting paid $10 million this season. I just don't think he's worth the contract, but we're going to talk to the Clippers. Load. There we go. Right, but God, I would like to get Derek Jones. He's a much better defender than frick, I can't think of his name now. Sam Hauser, much better defender than Sam Hauser. He can shoot. He's also getting paid 10 million, but okay, that's not what I asked for. He's also getting paid 10 million, but he's on a short-term deal. So, you could, re-sign him for like 5-6 million, cheap. He's not going to ask for that much, especially if he's going to a contender. Um, so, you can have him for cheap long term. Well, Sam Hauser's on a 4-year deal, getting paid 10 million each season. So that's a lot of money for a guy who can't really do much outside of 3-point shooting. Okay, my apologies. I had no idea that the StreamYard crashed, so my apologies. This computer sucks. Got to get a new computer soon, so my apologies. Um, yeah, no idea what happened there. Um, but yeah, I don't know when it cut off or whatever, but um, as I was saying, um, the likelihood of some of these moves happening um, is not very high. But this is the team we are going into next season. I would love it. Um, I think that roster right here is good enough to compete for another championship. And this is way better than selling the house for Giannis. I can guarantee you that. Um, do a couple other teams, for fun. Next, we're going to do Noah's team, the Timberwolves, not the Knicks, the Timberwolves. I don't think they updated their new logo yet. Um, but let me just get it loaded up. Um, no, they still have the old logo, but that's fine. So they actually only have 11 players on the roster. So let me get my screen back on. But yeah, start off with the pre-draft. Julian Phillips, we're going to go ahead and decline it. I just don't see him having a role on this team. Joe Ingles is going overseas, so his NBA career is pretty much done. Freeman, we'll just renounce. We're going to go ahead and go get Ja Morant, another star in Minnesota. Um, but they have interest in Kyrie Irving and Ja Morant. But the Mavericks don't want to trade Kyrie yet. I think it'd be disappointing if we didn't see um, Kyrie play with. Wolves need a troop. Memphis is ready to rebuild. They already traded away Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson, so I think Ja Morant's the last one. Going out and getting Ja Morant, I'm gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of depth, but I know DiVincenzo had an Achilles tear, but he has to be in it to make the money work. And then we're gonna give them 2028 first round pick swap. It's going to be pick swap. So Memphis will be able to swap. So go ahead and send that out. Yeah, welcome to Minnesota. John Morant, starting five is exactly how I want it. It's probably the only trade we're going to do. Let's see what else. Go to draft night. We're able to keep our first round pick. So Julius Randle's gone. Memphis can reroute him elsewhere. We'll skip to our pick. But I don't know if we have a second rounder or not. Take Dalen Swain here. Terrace Reed, Jefferson. Probably going to go Dalen Swain here from Texas, though. And then our second rounder, I don't know any of these guys. So I guess whoever this is, just take best available. Proceed to free agency. So we're going to proceed to free agency. So I think we definitely got to re-sign Io. He's probably going to ask for a lot because of the playoffs. So you can only give him a minimum or tax MLE. So gonna have to go with the tax mid-level exception. 2 years, $6 million. He's probably gonna get more than that. But we'll just give him his extension or give him a new deal. Bones Highland's a guy that stepped up in the season, so I don't want to pay him $13 million though. So it's probably gonna have to be a minimum. A little bit more than that, yeah, but that's all we can really do at the moment. Gonna re-sign Mike Conley to a minimum, bring him back on a 1-year deal. He's close to retirement though. Not really sure what we're gonna do with Kyle Anderson. May keep him, may let him walk. Jalen Clark. Let's see. So starting five is fine. Probably need a backup four though. See if we can get anybody. We're not gonna go crazy in free agency or anything, but let's see what's available. Say minimum. Yabusele we can bring in. Wouldn't be a bad option. Can add Mamu. Marvin Bagley. I don't think so. Kind of limited here. Could bring in Keon Ellis. I wouldn't mind that. Dean Wade, I think he's going to ask for a lot of money though. Mogbo, I'm bringing. Let's see. Let me see what are our options here. So we need a backup four. We're trying to move Bones over to Conley. Terrence Shannon as a backup three, I do like. And we only have 12 players on the roster. So I'm probably going to bring back Jalen Clark and Kyle Anderson. So give them both a minimum. Or actually, I'm going to let see 13 players because we got to sign we got to give Dalen Swain his rookie deal. Forgot about that. All right, so got to give him his rookie deal. And then I would like to bring back Josh Okogie in free agency. tax MLE. Minimum. I don't think it should cost too much. Probably like a 2-year deal. Then we'll proceed to training camp. Full roster. Okay, why is it glitching? How did he end up all the way up there? There we go. All right. We are over the first apron, but that's okay. Yeah, starting lineup: Ja, Ant, McDaniels, Naz Reid, Rudy Gobert. They could trade Rudy Gobert, but I think he'll stay because of the contract. Mike Conley is still going strong. Josh Okogie. And yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, that's probably going to be it. No, we really didn't do that much, but my battery's low. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.